Let me take you back a few months. I had just started at this new job, and I quickly discovered that every Friday, my colleagues and I would pitch in a buck each to buy lottery tickets. It was a fun little ritual, a break from the mundane and a way to bond with the team. I joined in, eager to be part of the group, but after a few tries and no wins, I decided it wasn't for me. Saving those few dollars seemed smarter. Then one Thursday, on a complete whim, I bought a lottery ticket, just one and just for me. I didn't think much of it at the time. That ticket, it turns out, was a winner. And not just any winner, a big one. But I hadn't realized yet just how much that stroke of luck was going to cost me. Word got out pretty fast. I won. And not just a small amount, it was the kind of win that makes you double check the ticket, then triple check it. At first, the excitement was palpable. My coworkers showered me with congratulations, and I felt like I was on top of the world. That is until I mentioned that my winning ticket was one I bought separately, not part of our office pool. The mood shifted so quickly you could almost hear the crack. Suddenly there were whispers, side eyes, and then the question that changed everything. So you're not going to share any of it with us? I tried to explain. My ticket, my choice, right? I thought it was straightforward. But the office didn't see it that way. The cold shoulders started, the passive-aggressive comments. I guess some people are just luckier than others, they'd say. Or, must be nice to win all that money and keep it to yourself. It felt like I was suddenly on the outside, looking in on a community I thought I was part of. And then, the confrontation. Don't you think it's only fair to share your winnings? They asked. I was at a crossroads. What was I going to do? After nights of tossing and turning, I knew I had to make a decision. Was I obligated to share my winnings? It was my ticket, bought with my money, on my own time. But I also understood where they were coming from. We had all dreamed together of what we'd do if we won. In their eyes, I had turned my back on that shared dream. So I called a meeting. It was time to address the elephant in the room head on. As I stood before my co-workers, my friends, I took a deep breath. I've made my decision, I began. You could have heard a pin drop. I didn't owe anyone anything, legally speaking. But this wasn't about legality. It was about community. So I offered a compromise. I would use part of my winnings to fund a team-building retreat for all of us. A chance to mend fences, and maybe, just maybe, restore some of the camaraderie we'd lost. It wasn't what anyone expected, and it certainly wasn't what I had planned when I bought that ticket. The offer didn't fix everything. How could it? But it was a start. As I looked around the room, seeing nods of approval, I knew I'd made the right choice. Sure, I was still the one who won the lottery, but we had all learned something valuable about luck, friendship, and the fine line between them.